great again. This is perhaps what he means by make America
said the
same
thing.
I do wonder this, Margaret. In your view, is Steve King relevant? What he says, does it carry weight?
As long as we're talking about him, we're making him relevant, right? Like, look, I mean, he is tapping into, and Paris is right, he taps into a discomfort about immigration, a discomfort about all these things, but he gets pressed because he says crazy things, right?
And also,
he is a long-time
an elected and re-elected member of Congress, and someone who's
from a very safe district, and this is the problem we have with safe districts. We don't have competitive districts. He will never have a competitive primary challenge unless he goes against Donald Trump, and Donald Trump hand-selects the person who primaries him and then campaigns for him.
Just like
so
Robert Byrd.
There are safe, only 35 congressional districts across the country every time are in competitive seats, right? That's it. Just 35. We fight over 35 out of 435. That's it. So Steve King will always have a seat as long as he wants to, and so will equally as liberal Democratic members from Los Angeles and Chicago and New York City.
And the question that will come, the immediate question is you're saying more people need to speak out against this and speak out against it quicker. Do you think this is a scenario when Steve King was so close with this president when he was campaigning? Is this an incident where Donald Trump should speak out?
No, I think we can't go down the line and say every time.
I just want you to know. No, I'm not leading the witness. I truly want to hear you.
I don't think so because
the answer is yes, he should speak out. I'm going to answer the question for you because you don't apparently have the courage to do it for yourself, Paris. Yes, Donald Trump should speak out.
Okay, stop. Paris, final
word. Great job of reading your talking points, but this is what I'm going to say.
There's no talking points that say that.
This is what I'm going to
say.
What you are doing is demonizing each other personally when you may just disagree politically. Okay,
and
this is not contributing to the firmament
I'm
of this
saying he should
country.
have the courage to speak out against a man who is engaged in racist, xenophobic behavior
if I believe that,
repeatedly.
if I believe,
that's disturbing.
if I believe President Trump was a racist or a xenophobic person, I would speak out against him. But I don't believe it. So just because you don't agree with that doesn't mean that I'm a bad person or any less black. Well, that's what you insinuated. But the point is this. When President Obama weighed, I didn't think President Obama should weigh in every single time some crazy lunatic liberal said something that was bad or crazy, just because they might have been on his campaign.
From the Beer Summit on, yeah.
Right, and I don't think that President Trump should do the same thing. Now, if it rises to the occasion that if the Speaker of the House says something, or the Republican Party passes a platform something that is totally out of the mainstream, then he should say something. But if every single person on the fringe says something, and President Trump, he'd be speaking all day long because there's millions of Americans who have different opinions that are outside the mainstream on both sides of the aisle.
Okay, quick.
One quick distinction. President Trump is saying some of the same things or types of things that Steve King is saying. That never happened with President Obama. He wasn't saying the far left things that people were criticizing other people for saying. President Trump has more of a responsibility to speak out about those things because he is himself contributing to that atmosphere.
Thank you guys very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Coming up for us. New video, new questions, new outrage surrounding the deadly police shooting of Michael Brown. A filmmaker passionately defending previously unreleased video that he says proves that Brown did not rob a store before the deadly encounter.
I am personally hurt by the offensive comments from the radical right to destroy this young man's character. That's what's the problem.
Out with the old, in with the better. Make room for your new Hyundai. The spring cleaning sales event is here, and it's time to save. Better is the reason.